Welcome to the Calculus, a collection of micro lectures, video lessons, and sample exercises. Let's compute the antiderivative of this given rational function using the substitution rule. The same example here, integral of 1 over your binomial expression 3x minus 2 raised to the power of 5 dx was already solved using the chain rule in the previous video. This time, let's try to illustrate the same and hopefully get the same result using the substitution rule. Because for your chain rule, okay, you still need to identify g prime of x, okay, as part of the the idea or the concept for the chain rule. Now, for the substitution rule, we just need to substitute or allow the function, specifically here 3x minus 2, as a certain variable and work on that step by step. Take note that the result for this, when we talk about the chain rule, was negative 1 over 12 times 3x minus 2 raised to the power of 4 plus c. Let's verify using substitution rule if this is the same result. Definitely, your first step here, you can rewrite this with negative exponents, 3x minus 2 raised to the power of negative 5 dx. Now again, instead of looking for g prime of x, we let our function be equal to u, specifically 3x minus 2. This time, this could be written as u to the power of negative 5. But to complete dx, because we now changed the variable into u, so dx should also be changed to du. So our u here, when we are going to derive both sides separately, the derivative of u is du. The derivative of 3x minus 2 is 3 plus 0, right? But since we are deriving both sides, we have here 3 dx. Okay, because we are deriving them on their respective variables. So u becomes du and 3x minus 2 becomes 3. The derivative this first. Then we place dx. But take note, what we need is actually dx, not 3dx. So solve for dx, they divide both sides by 3. Your dx becomes 1/3 of du. Take note, dx becomes 1/3 of du. We need to use this entire form, not just du, because we have here dx. This becomes 1/3 of du. Okay? The next step is, of course, moving that constant 1/3 out by constant multiple rule. You have here 1/3 the integral of u to the power of negative 5 du. Now this time, it's simpler to look at than looking at this or using the chain rule as well. Please try to review the previous video for that. Because with this now, we can now use the power rule because we have here x to the power of n dx. Instead of x, we have u, which tells us that it is x to the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c, where our n is not negative 1 and obviously it's not negative 1 here. So basically, you will have this next step here, 1/3, still 1/3 is there, times, you will have here u to the power of negative 5 plus 1 over negative 5 plus 1. Okay, and then you will have plus c here. Okay, or you can write plus c later. Okay, anyway, I have written that this becomes 1/3. This becomes u to the power of negative 4 over negative 4 plus c. Distributing the 1/3, you have 1/3. It's no longer 1/3, right? 3 times negative 4, you have 1, or it's not 1, the numerator, u to the power of negative 4 over negative 12 plus 1/3 c. Or again, as mentioned previously, since 1/3 c or c is already an arbitrary constant, we can just generalize it with a certain c. Okay, so with this now, we don't like negative exponents, so we can rewrite this as 1 over negative 12 u to the power of 4 plus c, or you will have negative 1 over 12 u to the power of 4 plus c. Okay, this is now the result after the substitution rule, but still we have u, which is not originally given, but our u earlier was expressed as this form here, 3x minus 2. So by substitution, our u is equal to 3x minus 2. We will have the final result of negative 1 over 12 times 3x minus 2 raised to the power of 4 plus c. This is again the final form of the antiderivative of this given function using the substitution rule, and comparing it to the answer using the chain rule in the previous video. Again, try to review that video and the chain rule process. We have the same result. And yes, it's now up to you which you will be using in the next examples, whether it's chain rule or substitution rule, and we will have the same result guaranteed. We'll have a lot of examples later on comparing, and of course we'll be using chain rule and substitution rule for some of those examples for you to be able to compare which is easiest for you. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe now!